Welcome to Happy Valley. I'm Katie and I'm going to be showing you around today. This is our Dutch barn, one of the two main barns. We have got room for up to probably 160, 180 people in here for a sit-down meal. This is a good space if you wanted to have your meal and the weather wasn't playing ball outside, because you've still got amazing panoramic views of the outside, the water. This can also be used in the daytime. It's a very flexible space, so it could be used for, an acoustic band or anything you want, really. We've got an in and out here, which joins to our kind of catering space. That's often used for catering, but you don't have to use it for catering. Again, everywhere's really flexible. We're mainly an outdoor venue, but if the weather isn't playing ball, then we have spaces for everything indoors as well. This is our cattle yard lean-to area. It's a flexible space again, so it's often used in conjunction with the Dutch barn for food. Caterers will set up in here. You can have an open plan, kind of barbecue, sharing style service for your guests, or if you're having a sit-down meal, then you can use that for an in and out for serving staff. We have also had ceremonies in here. This can sit up to 126. We've had live music in here. So again, it's just another space, undercover space. If the weather isn't playing ball, then you can use this. This area we call the cattle yard courtyard. It's a south-facing courtyard. It holds the sun for the longest in the day. So it also has a view of the lake. We've got an outdoor-indoor bar area here, the cattle yard lean-to here, and the toilets here. So it all joins up together. The whole site kind of goes around in a circular motion. This area, you can put street food vans along the back. We've got electric hookup points, and it's just a lovely space if you also want to have outdoor alfresco dining for your event. So this is our pond bar, named after our pond, where you have a view of behind you. This is a flexible bar again, so depending on, say, if there's wind directions coming from the west, we can shut some sides, open other sides. It serves into the cattle yard courtyard. It also serves into our Dutch barn, so if guests are sitting down for a meal, we can get them drinks from here. And often people use this space out here as their reception space because you've got such beautiful views of the water. So the Dutch barn, which we went into first, has also got all the drapes included and the festoon lights and the fairy lights. What wouldn't be included is the bunting that you've seen this morning, as we used that for a pop-up event market that we did last weekend. It also opens up onto the lake behind us with the weeping willows in the background, so it's a lovely backdrop if the weather isn't playing ball and say you've got to be inside. This can also be a good inside space for a ceremony of larger numbers of guests, so it can hold up to 165 seated guests for the ceremony. So the Dutch barn could be used for that as well. Another barn which leads off the cattle yard area is our hay barn. Now this is a barn that all the amplified music needs to go in past 9 p.m. in the evenings, if you follow me. This is our hay barn. It's a traditional kind of flint and chalk barn. It's perfect, again, if you wanted an indoor ceremony, if you've got, say, a smaller wedding of maybe 50, 70 guests, they could all sit in here if the weather wasn't playing ball. But the evenings, all the amplified music must go in here. It's got really thick walls, the acoustics are much better. So this is where the DJ or the band would go. It leads on into our Marshall bar, and we've got kind of a chill out photo booth, kids area, or whatever you want it to be, just next door. So right now this is set up with our pool table and sofas in it, but you can use it for whatever you want to. This was for an event we've had recently, but we've had dessert tables, the cake could be cut here, or if you wanted a kids area, photo booth is a really popular area for this bit here as well. So again, just another flexible space for you to create whatever you want. And the hay barn leads into our Marshall bar area, which has extra seating for the evening. It's perfect for anyone maybe not wanting to get involved in dancing. They have a bit of protection from the noise, but they still feel close enough that they're with everyone. There's also our fully stocked bar in here, cocktails, whatever you like. So this is the Marshall bar. We are fully stocked up here for the end of the evening, cocktails. We also sell lots of local produce. We grow the seed on the farm for the Maris barley for Woodford Wherry. So we're advocates for local produce, but we've also got all your kind of mainstream stuff like Birra Moretti, Guinness, and all of that kind of stuff. So this is the Marshall Bar as well, so it opens up onto the entrance. Say if the weather was rubbish, you know, you never know what Great British weather's going to do. All your guests could come through this door straight away, so you wouldn't have to go out on site through the venue. There's adaptations we can make to the whole day depending on the weather, so please don't worry about it. So the whole site is licensed here at Happy Valley. You can get married wherever you like, but it just depends on what backdrop you're looking for. So we've got the woodland backdrop, we've got the water backdrop, we've got the open Norfolk skies backdrop, but that choice is up to you. This is what we call the wizard tree. Couples often choose this for their altar tree. You can have seating down the bottom here and have the woodland as the backdrop. You just need to bear in mind that we're in March, so the trees don't have all their leaves out, so it would be very much more green and you wouldn't be able to see the cabins. Or you can have the chairs the other side of the tree, looking down onto the water behind you. It makes a beautiful altar tree. Lots of the pictures you'll see with draping on is taken at this tree. There's also power in the bush next door if you need power for music or anything like that. So if you do choose to get married at the wizard tree, quite often the couples would like to use this as their aisle when they're coming down. So you can drive up to all of the cabins without being seen, so we can keep it incognito. Just need to bear in mind that the bracken would be much higher on each side, so it does form more of a natural woodland aisle as you're walking down here. So just the other side of the wizard tree, we've also got the Three Apostles tree just here, which has been used as an altar tree in the past. We've had lovely semicircular seating around this one. And then there's the island behind, which seats about 115. So there's 3 options, all in close proximity next to each other. If anyone has any accessibility issues, we can drive cars around here, so that's not a problem. Just behind the Three Apostles tree, we've got Willow Island. This is another option for your ceremony space. Once all the leaves are out, it's very much a private garden room. It's very romantic with the water in the background and the weeping willow. So we're now on Willow Island. We have had this tree here used as an altar tree. We've also had a naked teepee over here. We've had drapes all over the trees, the weeping willows into the water there. And it's a magical, romantic space. No one ever believes me that you can seat 100 people on here. You can, both on chairs and on hay bales. We are a low light site, so you'll see festoons and low level lighting dotted throughout the site. That means that you can stargaze with ease of an evening, but there's no floodlights throughout the venue. What you see on your viewings is what comes with the venue, so you don't have to worry too much about extra lighting. This is Keeper's Cabin. We've got an open plan living space here, fridge, oven, dishwasher. Seating, dining, and then you've got a king-size bedroom down here and an ensuite shower and toilet space. You've got views of the forest and of the skies, and it has its own private hot tub. This is King Nut King Cabin. It sleeps 2 in a king-size bed and has a log burner, a small kitchenette, so it's got a mini fridge and a hob. The washing up and toilet facilities are just down the hill, about a 30-second walk away. It's insulated and heated and has a full king-size bed, so it's super comfy and we get great reviews from this one. So this is another ceremony space, which is much more in the woodlands. You've got the woodland, the straight fir backdrop behind us, and there's just an open space here, so plenty of guests can sit down. You've also got the canopy of the trees, so we've had weddings where it's been slightly drizzly, but you don't seem to get as wet when you're inside the woodlands. We've got 200 acres of woodlands wrapped around us, so again, you're protected from the winds here, and it's just another option out of the many you've got here at Happy Valley, so if you change your mind, it doesn't really matter. So we've got Denver Rest and Tawny, which are 2 cabins that come side by side. Denver has a double bed in it, a real double bed, and Tawny has a super king bed. These 2 cabins work perfectly for 2 couples that know each other, or if you've got older children that don't necessarily want to be in the same bedroom as you. They share a undercover kitchen area with a fridge and a hob, and Denver also has a kettle and a toaster. This is Moonshine Manor, a cosy American-inspired shepherd's hut. It sleeps 4 people. We've got a king-size bed upstairs and a bunk room downstairs, open plan living, kitchen, and then an ensuite here too. It's also got its own private hot tub. Here we have the woodpecker cabin. This is great for families. It has a real king-size bed and bunks for the children. They're kind of cabin bunks, so they're always really popular with the kiddies. And it has its own private hot tub. It's also got a kitchenette area, so it's got a hob and a toaster and a microwave oven en suite too. Just the other side of the hedge from the woodpecker here, that's where we usually have our bell tents, which will have double beds in them, fairy lighting, and they sleep 2 each. We'll have about 6 of them, although we can have up to 20, 25 for weddings that are here just for the night. So there's lots more accommodation if you need it. So our smaller cabins, they have their own private shower rooms down here. There's 2 more around the corner. This one's for King Nutkin, the first small cabin we went to, and that has a shower and a toilet. They're heated, they're waterfall showers. I'll take you inside. And this is Toad Hall. It's our most deluxe cabin. It's got underfloor air source heating, a sunken hot tub. It's accessible friendly, so prams, wheelchairs can all come here. It sleeps 6. It's got a king-size bedroom, double bed, then another double bed which you can access. It's got a wet room with a seat in it, and it's west facing, so you get incredible sunsets behind me here. And it's just a very light, lovely cabin. This is also a great spot for getting married, just next to Toad Hall. So we're up on a hill here. You do feel the elements more here than you would, say, down at the main site, because you're more protected at the bottom. But we've had weddings up here. You've got a view of the church in Grimston. If you're getting married here, obviously the bride or groom, whoever, can get ready in here and then head over to the opening in the woods just up here. There's 9 acres of wildflower meadow just in front of you as well, so it's really beautiful for pictures.